13 years ago, a new entity was brought into existence in the world of professional wrestling. This entity, which started in a small recreational center in South Philly, has culminated into becoming a national, if not probably global phenomenon on promotion. An alternative where wrestling was returned to its simplest basics. One that's not about characters. One that's not about shenanigans. Or one that didn't focus too much on storylines. This promotion went by 3 simple letters. ROH. Ring of Honor. Now, this Sunday, 13 years later, Ring of Honor's heading out west to high roll it in the fight capital of the world. From Sin City, and from the city of Sin, it's Ring of Honor's 13th anniversary show from the Orleans Hotel in Vegas, from the Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. Live on pay-per-view. This is set up to be the biggest card for Ring of Honor in quite some time, from what I understand. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there were supposed to be 8 matches on the card. But I don't know. But let's look it up. First up, grudge match. Mr. Ring of Honor. Roderick Strong going up against BJ Whitmer of the Decade. BJ and Roddy. Now, when the Decade was formed, I kind of figured sooner or later Roddy would go his own way. And sure enough, early on he did. By contrast, BJ Whitmer has taken a shining to Adam Page and has pretty much inducted him as a full-fledged member of the Decade. But with that said, going into the anniversary show, part of me was thinking it was going to be Steve Corino going up against BJ Whitmer, primarily due to the fact of the animosity that Whitmer and Corino have for each other, and more recently how Whitmer has been making it personal by targeting Steve's oldest son, Colby Corino, who works as a ringside crew member, and as a trainee at the Ring of Honor dojo up in Bristol, Pennsylvania. But with that said, upon reflection, I think BJ versus Roddy fits the card better. And given how much BJ has screwed Roddy over the past couple of months, I think it's best that they settle it in the ring in Vegas. My pick to win this one, Roderick Strong. No questions asked. It's a grudge match, so this is going So this isn't going to be pretty. I think there was actually 9 matches on this card. Next up, Mark Briscoe against Moose. Okay, why would this have to come about outside of Mark getting an inadvertent spear? But if anyone's going to give Moose a run for his money, it's going to be Chicken. It's going to be the crazy Chicken, Mark Briscoe. However, with that said, something tells me Chicken is going to be on the menu for Moose. 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 I'm going to take Moose to win this one. Triple threat tag match. New IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, Carl and Doc Gallows and the Machine Gun. Carl Anderson against the Kingdom, against the Addiction. Whether or not this will be for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles is up in the air, but most likely it's not gonna. This will not be for the IWGP Heavyweight belts. Tag belts. Because 1, Bullet Club just got the belts back. And 2, even with them showing up for this event, I highly doubt that even if the title defense was validated, it wouldn't be approved by the New Japan by the New Japan and Board of Directors. So I understand why this probably won't be for the tag belts, but if I had to pick someone to win this one, I'm going to give it to the Bullet Club. Bennett and Taven may be gelling pretty well in Ring of Honor as a tag team unit, and while Daniels and Kazarian claim to be the best tag team in the business, they haven't been really doing anything since coming back to Ring of Honor in last June. Moving on. ACH versus the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, who is once again the International Wrestling Grand Prix Heavyweight Champion of the world, after he defeated Tanahashi in Saiba, or wherever that town is, a couple of weeks back. After he defeated Tanahashi, but with the aid of Bullet Club yet again. Now, I'm pretty sure this one is not going to be for the IWGP Heavyweight title, but I will find it interesting if AJ decides to put it up for grabs. To give AJ a sporting chance. ACH a sporting chance. But then again, there are 2 problems with this. 1, not approved by the New Japan Board of Directors, and 2, ACH is about 30 pounds below the Japanese heavyweight limit, minimum requirements, in terms of weight. This will be a high-flying matchup, in my opinion, though. But who wins it? I'm going to give it to the more grounded veteran, the phenomenal one. And that's the phenomenal one. I love ACH and all, but AJ is going to have him pinned to the canvas this one way or another. Next up, Women of Honor Street Fight. Maria Kanellis, the First Lady of Ring of Honor, against the ODB, the One Dirty Bitch. And each will have a respected man in their corner. In Maria's corner, no contest. It's going to be her husband, Michael Bennett. And in ODB's corner, it's going to be Chicken, Mark Briscoe. Of course, that depends on how many scratches, bumps, and bruises each of them come out with after their matches. Or unless they put this match as the opener, but I don't know. It's a very rare thing when Ring of Honor does a women's match. Trust me, it's quite rare. At least nowadays. With the departures of Sarah Del Rey and Daisy Hayes, with the departures of the likes of Allison Danger, Lacey, Daisy Hayes, and Sarah Del Rey especially. My pick to win this one, I'm going to give it to ODB. Next up, ROH World Tag Team Title Match. The new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Title holders, the Young Bucks, challenge Red Dragon, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. Okay, this is the fourth time in the past year we've had to have this match. It gets a little stale after a while, but it is going to be a good match, but nothing we haven't seen before. I mean, yeah, they had the ROH match of the year last year at War of the Worlds. But right now, the score, in terms of 2-on-2 matches just between the two teams, it's Red Dragon 2, Young Bucks 1. And keep in mind, last year, the Bucks beat Red Dragon for the tag titles at a VOD show in Chicago Ridge. Who wins this one? Don't know. I thought the feud between the two teams was over after All-Star Extravaganza 6. But they just had to come back to this one. I'm going to go with Red Dragon to win this one. This will be probably the only match of the night the Bullet Club loses. Reborn Matt Sydal and Cedric Alexander. Both these guys have hit a bit of a downslide lately, so if one of them's going to have to climb back up, it's got to be Cedric. It's going to be Cedric, in my opinion. Next up, ROH World Television Title Match. Jay Lethal defends against Alberto El Patron, formerly Alberto Del Rio. Okay, Jay Lethal has held on to that belt by hook or crook during the second run for nearly a year. 330 days going in. It'll be 330 days this Sunday. 330 days of him flaunting around with that title. 22 successful title defenses, though only 17 of them we know of. Tonight, this Sunday night is going to be the night. This is the night Jay Lethal loses it all, where everything gets taken away from Jay Lethal. This is the night where he finally falls. This will be the night he finally drops the ROH World Television title. My pick to win, or if he doesn't, he'll lose it to the Top Prospect Tournament winner, or Donovan Dezarek, or in Baltimore next Saturday. Either way, my pick to win is going to be Albert and your new Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Alberto Del Patron. Finally, the main event for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship. 4 Corner Survival. Jay Briscoe goes in as champion, and he's gonna lay all his cards on the table as he defends against Unbreakable Michael Elgin, Warbeard Hansen, and the Sicilian psychopath, Tommaso Ciampa. Okay, let's look at it this way. Breaking this one down, here's how I see it. Michael Elgin was the guy Jay Briscoe beat at All-Star Extravaganza 6 to regain the title that he never lost. Elgin was hoping to become both the most successful and longest reigning ROH World Heavyweight Champion in history. But Jay derailed those dreams 6 months ago. In the 6 months since that time, Michael Elgin has become unwound. And has pretty much turned his back on the fans that once supported him. Will getting the title back bring the fans back to his side? Not in my opinion. Does he need to win the title again? Yes. But will he win it this Sunday night? No, not in my opinion. Next competitor. The Sicilian psychopath, Tommaso Ciampa. This is a guy who since August has been a loose cannon. After being knocked out by Elgin in their title match against one another at Death Before Dishonor weekend in Chicago Ridge, he went ballistic. He attacked ROH officials, Bobby Cruz, Kevin Kelly, which led to an indefinite suspension. He was reinstated, but under a no-tolerance policy. If he were to strike a Ring of Honor official, he'd get fired. At Final Battle, circumstances led him to inadvertently striking Paul Turner. He was given a warning, and this was a month after, more or less, Elgin screwed him in the Survival of the Fittest tournament. But back on track, Ciampa is on the warpath to get his hands on that title. Could he win it? Yes. He's driven enough to try and get that belt by any means necessary. But will he get it? Not in my opinion. I say wait till Supercard of Honor 9 to slip the belt on him, if he gets the next solo title shot. If not, something tells me Adam Cole is coming back from shoulder surgery soon, and going to be coming off the shelf soon, and he's going to take the title off Jay at Supercard 9. Finally, there's Warbeard Johnny Hansen. He's been impressive in the year he's been in Ring of Honor, especially since Rowe is still on the shelf, but in my opinion, he's still a little green to the main event scene. So it's going to be tough for him, but I could see him winning, but I'm not going to say he will. So by process of elimination, I'm going to say the champ, Jay Briscoe, walks into Vegas, the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, and then he walks out of Vegas, still Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. That's all I've got. I probably will be watching the show this Sunday night. Catch you all on the flip side. I'm out. Peace.